Previously on the Block NZ.
Your time starts now.
The race was on as our teams chose their houses.
Okay, master.
But their plans were quickly derailed when the first room reveals were set in House 5.
And the rooms that you guys will be renovating are in the 5th house.
Holy hell!
The roller coaster tool challenge put the biggest prize on this year's block up for grabs.
Will you keep your house safe or will you take someone else's?
But to be safe, our teams had to build an indestructible safe.
You don't know what's happened.
I don't know. Here we go, boys. Sam and Emmett. Courtney and Emma, second place.
Yes!
Back in House 5, the challenge winners celebrated with a love-in.
Emma's still in the middle. No, she's got to be over there.
They've just wanted us in there.
But the battle lines were drawn in the dining, living room, with no quarter given.
Smoke bomb! The curtain that they put up has not helped us at all. Just bloody vacuumed in here, Junior.
Tonight,
10 minutes to go!
all teams are racing to get their rooms finished on the last day of reno.
I don't usually feel pressure, but I am feeling it.
Our combined teams face their first room reveal.
All right, you guys, on to your roommates.
We introduce our new judges who must make the call between some of the best rooms the block has ever seen.
Very impressive.
The super reveal between the boys and the girls will be decided. But there's a twist.
Because you guys got the highest total, you can decide how much of that $10,000 cash you want to share.
And one team makes block history.
It's taken 5 seasons, but we're finally there. You are going to swap houses with someone.
And enemies.
You guys never say everyone's going to hate you when you swap houses with them?
Here to win that.
It all starts now.
Good morning, you're on The Rock. It's the Morning Rumble with Rog, Brace and Tom. It's 7:05. It looks as though it's going to be another nice day today as well, which is especially handy if you're planning on doing some house renos.
I'm cold to the bone, bro. You're cold, eh? Cold, eh?
So last night we were working our ass, so when we were playing catch up, this guy decided to lend Nick and Tiff our blanket.
Turns out we woke up spooning because it was
so
cold.
I feel absolutely broken. My back hurts, my feet are throbbing.
You can die from lack of sleep.
Yeah, I heard that last night. We were the only team to get
More than an hour's sleep.
more than an hour's sleep. Tasty.
You hold these.
Our night was much like our day. We just worked.
Oh, Brad, you? Oh, just like a rock here.
We did get an hour nap, which was lovely.
Sam and Emmett might be struggling this morning, but last night's covert operation
So we're going to have a bit of a sneak peek.
to spy on the other team's houses gave them vital information for tomorrow's house swap decision.
Deals and Tools looks ginormous. It's a big top level.
At the safe challenge, Sam and Emmett won the right to choose between a lock and a key.
Will you keep your house safe or will you take someone else's?
If they choose the key, they can move from House 4 and take up residence in one of the other block houses. If they choose the lock, their house is safe. But then the runners-up, Emma and Courtney, will be given the opportunity to take the key, and they can choose to move either into House 1 or House 3. Nikki and Tiff's House 1 has the best yard, and Dills and Dills' House 3 has the best view.
Look at the view.
Swapping house is a monumental choice, and one that no one has ever done before on the Block NZ. But it's not the only stakes the teams are playing for. This week, all the teams are working in House 5 in a girls versus boys showdown. And with only 27 hours left until room reveal, Emma and Courtney's upstairs master bedroom is far from ready.
We've got the wallpaper guy at 9, just finishing off the skirting boards now, so it's really pushing it. But yeah, I think we'll get there. The joys of the block life.
The key features in our master bedroom is the pendant light that we've used on one side of the bed instead of a lamp. We didn't really want the matchy-matchy feel. The 3 big mirrored wardrobe doors that are ceiling to floor length. And the bed. We sort of based the whole room around this bed.
Yeah.
Wallpaper.
Don't tell me he's early.
Hopefully he'll do Nikki and Tiff first.
The girls are on the same team this week and are sharing a wallpaper to save money because their combined score will determine who gets that massive 10k prize that could set them up for the entire competition.
Hey girls. Hi. It's looking good in here. Yeah. This is Chris Burke. Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. You're here early. I thought you were coming at 9.
Obviously, I can't paper down to wet paint. Everything has to be dry.
Yeah.
The wallpaper guy turns up a whole hour early and we're thinking, oh, we were kind of wanting to have that whole section ready.
We thought you guys could go. It depends. What do you want to do? Can you go first? Yeah, I think we can do that. Cool. That's great. Thanks, Nikki. Lifesaver.
The girls are playing happy families now, but I can't see the truce lasting. Downstairs in the guest bedroom, business exec, Emmett, will have to master a new trade to make sure they don't let the boys' teams down.
Doing sanding and gyp stopping, something I've never done, something nobody's ever told me about, but we hired the equipment and I just crack in.
Sam and Emmett's mishandling of their plasterer means their guest bedroom is a full day behind schedule.
We did have a little bit of bad luck this week. Their plasterer not turning up really threw a spanner in the works.
But for Emmett, bad luck comes in more than threes. He's had to abandon his strapped-up glasses and is now sanding blind.
So my visual limit's about as far as my arm can reach, and my goggles keep fogging up, so I can't believe I'm doing such a good job, I think. Vision's quite important. To say I'm frustrated not being able to see is probably an understatement. We're the professionals when you need them.
Yeah, so there will be a tap notes, we've just got to find it.
Yeah.
It'll take a wee while.
In the dining room, the boys' partners for the week, Dills and Dills, have got back into the race after a night spent sanding. And they're ready for their wallpaper installer and a bold faux timber feature wall.
Should be about it there.
That's it, yeah.
As long as these line up, see?
Yeah.
And that one will line up, and they will line up, so yeah, we've got it. Just.
Done. How long did that take? 3 minutes? Too easy.
In our dining room is using a combination of timber wallpaper with niches, with polished concrete floors, with a stunning modern pendant light hanging over a fantastic table.
Oh, Les, my man. Yes. Working. Happy days.
The wallpaper is my design requirement for the week. And where Dills and Dills are choosing a risky pattern, across in the living room, Nikki and Tiff are going so safe and subtle, it's almost paint.
What do you think of wallpaper, Nick? I love it. It's got a gorgeous subtle texture. For the living room this week, we're wanting to keep it pretty neutral but tribal, sort of ethnic.
Spidey loves the wallpaper.
As you walk into our room, you will see straight away a pendant feature in the corner, which is in place of a standard lamp. To the right of that wall is the wallpaper feature wall, over a bay window which has a beautiful woven bench and a plant.
There's a brown leather couch tying in all the colours in the room.
Then the final wall is a feature wall of recessed shelving and a recessed television. Yeah, the boys have been sanding all night. We've got wet paint, but what can you do about it, really?
The boys versus girls front line has been drawn between the double Dills and Nikki and Tiff. But each side is pushing the boundaries in the space they share.
That's rubbish. You are going to see that somewhere else, eh?
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow. It's definitely not my dust. It's Dills and Dills dust. It's making me go grey.
But as with all siblings forced to bunk together, the dividing line meant to keep the peace is often the best way to escalate the conflict.
There may have been a couple of slip-ups.
I never was very good at painting between the lines. So I'm rolling the ceiling and I may have crossed the divide.
Yeah, you've definitely gone over the line because I can see it. And we've done our last coat too. And there.
I'm trying my best. You haven't done your last coat, have you?
Yeah, we're done. We're finished.
Oh, stink.
I made sure last night, even at 4 o'clock in the morning when I was so tired, that I didn't go over it because I didn't want to wreck their finish. That she'd come over it.
Cheeky, eh, mate?
Cheeky.
Luckily, Emmett's not an earshot of this exchange, because finding out just how far ahead Nikki and Tiff and the Dills are could break him. Maybe we leave that job to site foreman Peter Wolfkamp.
I know what you're thinking. It's one hell of a sanding job. Everything's been a bit rushed. Maybe just an extra layer of paint.
They've got stopping on, but it's really bad. Like, it's seriously bad.
I'd certainly try and get that sealer coat on really soon. That will pop out any of the
deficiencies.
Yeah, I should be able to hear you screaming from my office.
The hard thing with where they're at right now is that if they do finish, and there's a question mark around that, the quality is not going to be good.
You're just going to get caned by the judges. I've met them, and I wouldn't want to present this.
Week 1 is always a shock for the teams on the block.
Definitely no point in cleaning that kitchen yesterday.
And it's not the hard work or the insane deadline that is getting to this group of initiates.
The living conditions, I'm going to be honest here, are a little bit less than ideal.
The personal hygiene's disgusting. It's just ridiculous, to be honest. We haven't even been showering.
Nah.
Because we all smell bad, it kind of balances each other out. Oh, my hair's like a bird's nest.
I feel like the last time that I lived in this kind of conditions was in Dunedin.
Our clothes are everywhere, are all around the house, in the lounge, in the bathroom, in the toilet.
Not in the toilet.
Yeah, not in the bowl.
It's just a ball ache, absolute ball ache.
There's a rule on the block. The team that's in the most trouble is the one most in need of a wash. And one look at the faces of Team Sam and Emmett tells the story.
Attempting to wood stain a brand new stool with my shorts as the rag. Rags are on short supply, so I've gone for a pair of my clothing, and it's not going too well. Yeah, we realised that we're not going to do our finishes as best as we possibly can without painting and a few items in the house. I don't know if it's just a terrible job or if it's just the first coat. We're a little bit gutted. We just have to make sure we don't make these mistakes ever again.
With only 24 hours to right these wrongs, these boys are still holding on to their vision of a complete private guest bedroom.
Our room, well, it is a guest room and it's made for the guest. It's got a nice bench seat so you can kind of take yourself away from whoever you're staying with. It's got a desk. It's got kind of a grand feel so you feel a bit special while you're there as well and you feel welcome and wanted.
Sam and Emmett need to do everything possible to make tomorrow's deadline. But that might mean convincing fellow bedroom renovators Emma and Courtney to swap their carpet laying times and give them some breathing room.
Hey guys, heard you wanted to talk to us.
Hey, girls, buddy, old girls. You guys look amazing today. Have we told you that?
Sam and Emma have requested to see us and we're quite curious to see what they have to ask us.
So you know how you guys are like so far ahead of us?
Not really, but yeah.
We were wondering, in return for no Peter Pit being owed, whether you guys want to go at 1 or we'll go at 3.
Yay!
Woo!
It's not our fault. The tip stopper had issues. We might have to think about it.
We'll get back to you in an hour and we'll go from there.
Okay.
See you later.
See ya.
See you later. If you don't, we'll take your house. We've only been nice, haven't we?
Have.
It might take Team Nice a bit of time to work up the courage to threaten Emma and Courtney. But Nikki, who had all the time in the world, has suddenly hit a big speed bump.
Our electrician, Joe, starts setting up the TV and then we realised that we have the wrong wall bracket.
You'd still have a shadow effect, I guess. Still have a void at the back of it, but it wouldn't be quite what the idea was.
Joe and his apprentice are trying really hard to make it work.
There's been no point of that at all.
Nah, exactly, yeah. But the normal ones are like in line and just go click.
But it's not happening, so we call in Ryan, our builder. We'll find a way to make it work.
Yep.
/ you'll find a way to make it work.
Keeping your builder happy is everything. And as apprentice Dills knows, a hungry boss is a hangry boss.
Just making Dill some food because I know he doesn't eat a lot when he's on the job. Tends to forget to eat and then that's when he gets a little bit cranky or whatnot. This is horrible. There's a lot of things how I could describe this buffet. He's funny, he's witty, he's got no neck. He loves his semis and his 3 jars of skin on them. He's like pretty much my twin.
Hey Mum, did you by any chance have another baby? And
Yeah.
You want to tell us?
Yeah.
We're pretty sure.
It's scary how much we have in common. You'll love that.
Looking alright, eh?
It's got a good finish, isn't it?
Yeah, really happy with the finish, bro.
It's a nice sandwich too.
Do you want it?
No, just borrowing your sandwich making skills.
That's Little Dills, bro. I'm gonna marry him after the show. It's gonna be block proposal, bro.
I can see the magazine headlines now. But I'm not sure how Dills' girlfriend will take the news. Emmett may not look like front page material right now, but he and Sam do hold the power to take any house on the block. And you would hope Emma and Courtney would be trying to keep them on their good side.
What are you doing? Have you looked at yourself lately?
No way.
Like an old man.
There's no mirrors in our room. There's no mirrors in the bathroom. So I have no idea that I look like this.
We're not going to go with the 1 pen carpet installation.
It's fine, because obviously I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's certain people around the block, you know, that help others out and lift their beds up when they need to, give them some tool advice when they're struggling. And then there's just the sort of people that won't even lay their carpet, 2 hours before they need to, just to help you out. So it's all these sort of things in the old memory bank.
Right.
All right.
Leave to it. Bye.
One thing's for sure, these teams know they're in a competition, and before the dust settles, one of them is going to change this game completely. It's amazing how quickly you can go from hero to zero on the block. As the afternoon gets on, the wheels are starting to fall off Nikki and Tiff's attempts to finish their tribal-themed living room. Tiff's out trying to find brackets to hold their TV in its purpose-built alcove, but Nikki's day is falling apart.
Oh my god, there's so much paint on the floor. We painted through the night and again in the morning, so we thought we were being really cautious, but now we have white paint patches all over the floors.
Water-based?
It is water-based.
Hot water?
Oh, lucky we have no hot water here. trying to clean this up, and it's proving to be quite difficult because the flooring is really textured and grainy, so the paint is just getting into all of the cracks. Actually, the rug will probably get most of it, but I'll know that it's paint underneath it, even if it's hidden. I won't be able to handle it. First it's the TV, and now it's the paint. I'm thinking, are we going to actually get it all done in time? Thankfully, Ryan gets down and helps me as well, which is amazing. Do you have anywhere else to be, Ryan? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
While Nikki is stressing, across St Dills' rustic dining room, the pedantic builder is getting into his groove, which apparently is cutting in.
I'm just loving painting at the moment, eh? It's so soothing. I just feel, I feel peaceful. It's really nice painting. It's really weird because I'm not a painter. Like I don't normally like painting. I think it's because we've got good kit. Like, you know, I've always had mediocre stuff, and I'm just loving like the nice like strokes of the paintbrush, and it's lovely.
All is great, it's me now.
Yeah, just getting into it. I think it'd be a different story if we were far behind.
Dills and Dills might be sitting pretty in this week's room, but losing the roller coaster challenge earlier in the week means they could lose their house.
Double Dills.
Hey,
Morning.
Hey,
how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Are you stressed out about the car that Sam and Emmett hold tomorrow?
Because you have possibly the most desirable house on the block where you sit there in house 3.
If we lost our house, it's not the end of the world. Our design's going to work anywhere. We can apply it to, you know, any space.
Okay, so I can go and tell Sam and Emmett that you're quite happy for them to take house 3 if they want it. That's what I'm hearing.
There we go.
I wouldn't exactly say, yeah, we're happy for you to take it, but it wouldn't be the end of the world.
The good thing on the block is you don't have time to worry about this stuff. You just got to keep going, don't you?
We can't get too attached to the house.
That beautiful rug could get ripped out from underneath you.
Exactly, yeah.
Anything can happen.
All right, guys, I think it's going to pull together well.
Cheers, mate.
All the best.
Yeah. Thank you. Cool.
Good on.
Catch you later.
They can play the threat down all they want, but Dills and Dills' future lies in the hands of Sam and Emmett. I wonder what they're thinking.
Not waking you up, are we?
Oh, no, definitely not. Jeez.
I hope we're hurrying you guys up. You got a lot to do.
Yeah.
That we do, Mark. That we do.
You free this afternoon?
No.
Mark and Shelley come for a visit to discuss the fact that we are quite far behind, but we do have a marvellous designed room. And maybe, yeah, they said they're excited to see what happens at the end.
Yeah, they want us to finish so they can see it.
Yeah.
This week is very much about learning, and this is why I don't just let you loose in your house first up. It sounds like you've got a lot to learn.
Like maybe one of them's not to be too nice. We've been a bit nice this week.
What do you mean you've been too nice?
Well, we've been carting beds around for the girls, lending a few things here and there, and all we wanted was a 2-hour slot change for our carpet. And they didn't take it.
Hang on, you've been doing all this for the girls. How old are you guys?
29.
By 29.
Come on, you're old enough to know what's going on there.
Yeah, Mark's a bit cheeky, making the assumption that girls may be taking advantage of us and that, but, you know, he's probably right.
This is boys versus girls. This isn't a dating show, fellas. It's a renovation competition.
Do you know what your decision is going to be tomorrow morning?
No, we still don't really know what our decision's going to be.
I'll tell you what you could do. That house 3 is a good house. It's a really nice location. You could take their house. And they told me, I've just come from there, that they probably wouldn't mind too much if you wanted to just shimmy across into house 3.
See, that's the worry. That's what Dills keeps saying, but, you know, you can't always take it at face value.
I think old Dills is trying to pull a bit of wool over our eyes in terms of saying, oh, I hate my house, take it. I'm not going to let Dills' opinions of houses going to come in and sort of change our decision about anything. It's a decision we need to make, and Dills will just have to suck up whatever decision we make.
The gameplay is heating up in the boys' team, and it looks like there's sparks flying for Nikki and her knight in shining safety boots. Ryan.
Instructions. I don't know if we need them.
Ryan is amazing. Can't wait to have the next couple of months with him.
I've just said this isn't a dating show.
So Nikki and Ryan, you know, she loves him. He's got a girlfriend, but she loves him.
Yeah. We auditioned the best looking boys in New Zealand, and it was a total bonus that they actually had trade experience.
Yeah, so we wanted cute guys on set.
Yes.
It's worked out well for us, right?
It's worked out really good.
The two couple, bro. They're flat packed together. It's like marriage.
It definitely makes our job easier having extremely good looking tradies. That's all I'll say about that. I'm not going to get personal on it.
Yeah. It's blossoming, eh?
Yeah,
you can just see it.
Yeah.
Nikki's search for love seems to be going well, but Dills is on a less subtle hunt for house swap information.
Hello.
What's up, man? Well, that's mean, eh?
Yeah.
What a good
We love
feature.
it. Yeah.
I just like to go upstairs and see where bits the girls were in the room, like how they're chugging along.
Are you worried about your house being stolen? I'm sort of winding him up, thinking, yeah, I want your house. It's got an ensuite and a master bedroom, and it's got the walk-in wardrobes.
And remember, if Sam and Emmett take the lock, Emma and Courtney can choose to use the key to potentially steal Dills' house.
Oh, nah, me and Dill talked about it. We just think, nah, we'll just take it as it comes.
He's probably thinking, nah, she won't do it. But then I saw this look that thought, oh, Maybe she'll actually take it. Are you just saying you wouldn't be gutted so that we don't want to take your house?
I don't think anyone has the balls to steal a house because it hasn't been done on the block before.
We'll see tomorrow.
Oh, I think someone has balls. It's Friday afternoon, and tradie hours are disappearing far too quickly for Nikki's liking. She needs builder Ryan's help to mount their recessed TV, but Tiff hasn't returned with a vital bracket, leaving the pair twiddling their thumbs.
Tiff is going to be here, hopefully soon. So I'm feeling a little bit stressed out at this point. I'm just not knowing when Tiff will be back and if she'll be back in time for Ryan to be able to put it all together.
Well, you're probably half an hour here and then it'll take me a while to get back. And I've got to stop at JK on the way, so me and you might just have to figure out a way to mount it ourselves.
Despite delays getting into Sam and Emmett's room, the carpet's in, and the team from Feltex are able to move on to Emma and Courtney's upstairs master bedroom.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Hi, how are you?
Emma, nice to meet you.
We'll just bring that lady down now. The carpet will come out in about 2 minutes.
Awesome.
We'll be out of here in about 3 quarters of an hour, so it'll be all yours.
Wow, that's so quick.
So excited to see the carpet go down, sort of one thing, now another, and it's so exciting.
Falling into place on schedule.
Another tradie getting things done is Leslie the wallpaperer. He's finished Dills and Dills' faux timber feature wall and is now tackling their fellow teammates' eye-catching feature alcove.
You are doing a ripper of a job.
Yeah, you are one sexy wallpaperer.
We were going to take a stab ourselves, then we realised we've only got one roll in the country. It is a pattern. If we mess it up, we're screwed.
It's good wallpaper.
It is cool.
It's cool in moderation. Like a whole wall of it, I think would look silly, but it's good how it's like just there. Yeah, and I mean the colour, the way you used, I hope that the judges, they can see that we've gone bold, and I think it actually ended up half decent.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't see nothing like that on anybody else as well.
Nah, neither do I. Neither do I.
It looks like Sam's beginning to think their wow factor might turn out to be a what on earth factor.
Riddle me this. Are you now a little worried about our wall colour?
No, let's not talk about it. Let's just get done.
The other half of Team Boys is steaming ahead. While the room receives a delicate feminine touch, Dills and Dills have headed out to check up on the rest of the house's progress.
Chopper, new roof. Primo.
While they've been beavering away in House 5, the necessary repairs have been done. The external cladding has come off, the new walls have been framed up, and the new roofs are almost complete.
So our room is going pretty sweet at the moment. We're pretty much on the money, so we decided to go and check out our current house and check out the new roof.
Wonder how long it's going to be our house though.
Yeah.
Can't get too attached to it.
I like the roof colour there, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, it's nice, eh?
Yeah.
It's real nice. We would like to keep the house because
we've come up with some good ideas.
We've still come up with some real innovative ideas. Oh, cuz, better get up back to polish those floors, cuz.
As Shelley said, there's not time to dwell on things you can't control, or you could end up like last year's teams, failing to complete rooms on a horrifyingly regular basis.
It was unfinished and clearly evident that you ran out of time.
But House 5 is coming together, and it looks like this crop of new recruits is determined not to make the same mistake.
Hello! All right, we've got to get to this bracket.
Come get the bracket.
Will that turn off if I push it? Yep. Bowler.
Wow, man. Wow.
It's not straight, Ron.
It is.
This looks so good.
Bro. How sexy is that?
Hey, Ryan. Hey.
Oh, the room's 90% there.
It's past the 6 p.m. curfew. The tradies have been sent home, but the Wolf's been roused by some unlawful power tool use.
Breach! Breach! I can hear a breach!
Yes, just in time.
Silence descend.
Just in time.
So it's been an interesting week where you get to share a space with another team. We've never done that before. Where are Nikki and Tiff?
I believe they've gone out for a wee tipple.
Really?
With their builder, yeah. I think that was quite cocky. They think they've got this in the bag.
To be honest, I think it's just rewards for a job well done.
How are you feeling after week 1?
Pretty proud.
Do you reckon you'll come back? Do you think you'll come back next week? Okay.
Nikki smashed being a labourer. She's now Ryan's new labourer. You're not going to be able to get rid of her, you know that, don't you? So she's going to come to your building site. I'm here to help, Ryan.
There's only 16 hours before room reveal, and the daunting mountain of work needed to get these rooms across the finish line is starting to hit home.
Hey. Don't blow
Boys with the big size.
Hasn't been the easiest day, has it, boys?
Nope. Hasn't been the easiest week.
You got plenty to do.
Do.
Good luck.
Thank you very much, Peter.
All right.
Have a good night.
Take it easy, eh? Remember the neighbours.
Yeah, we'll do.
Thank you.
Enjoy your sleep.
Will do.
While the Wolf counts sheep, the residents of House 5 prepare for hours and hours of painting.
God, prepping for paint is so tedious.
Did you hear Peter Wolfcamp say that we've got the biggest room?
Yeah, well, I didn't think that one through, did we?
Yeah, so Junior's just, he was actually going out to get us a takeaway. Seems to have got sidetracked. What do you reckon, imaginary Dills? Finished ducks, eh? Yeah, hard.
Oh my God. Sorry, I just keep painting this. I don't know what's wrong with me.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, Tiff. What are you ladies been doing?
So we just took Ryan out for dinner.
You got nothing else to do, do you?
Yeah, we're styling our room. It's very
And that's
serious
it?
business. What do you mean that's it?
Like, and then tomorrow you're going to wake up and do what?
Get up for breakfast?
I hate you. Get out.
Sam and Emmett are going to have to pull out all the stops because Dills and Dills are relying on them, and there's $10,000 on the line.
So we're currently in Emerald Courts area at 12:32. Look at that teamwork.
This is called the gun dance.
So a couple of tweaks in the morning, but we're looking pretty good. Boys are doing well, yep.
We have finally finished painting and it feels really good.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah!
I'll love nothing more than to show up a room reveal tomorrow. The judges say to Tiffany and Nikki, you played it safe and you've got a safe score, 5 out of 10. And then they say, Emmett and Sam, you are sick puppies. You got a 9 out of 10. Woo, 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 woo.
Finishing touches, big dog.
The last hurdle.
We've just got the point of difference. We're going to put an antipasto platter just to sweeten the judges up a little bit.
So this morning I'm just paying all our tradies. Tiff's out buying a couple of last minute things, so we want to add some greenery to the room.
I'll take those ones.
Those ones?
Yep.
This is going to be one of those fun ones to get through the door upstairs. 2 hours to go, and I can feel the pressure building up inside of me. Great start.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell, mate.
There will be no week where we don't finish our room. We're determined to put whatever work needs to be done into a room to get it done.
No week.
It's like rearranging pool balls. They're just not stacking, they just keep rolling about.
So, Dills. Yeah, bro. I'm just making sure, bro. I'm just going to clean this half of the window since this is outside.
Well, that's, yeah, don't clean any further, cuz.
Nah.
Right, this is your first last hour call. 1 hour to go.
Were there instructions in there? Maybe we should just look at them.
Is there any point in us looking at instructions at the moment?
Get in the freaking slot. I'm putting bits of wood up the wrong way, unscrewing, rescrewing, trying to get bits together. I'm just getting more stressed, so it's making it harder. I don't usually feel pressure, but I am feeling it.
I reckon our mums would be happy with this, bro.
I'm not happy with those cushions, eh?
Half an hour.
Think we'll make it?
No.
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty even.
15 minutes to go, Tiff.
All over it, mate.
I thought a door handle would be reasonably straightforward to put on. It shouldn't be that hard to... Ouch.
I hate doing throws. I've got a throw issue.
10 minutes to go.
And we are just frantically running around this bedroom, trying to put the last few touches on. In the forefront of our mind is the fact that we have to make a decision as to whether or not we're going to take somebody else's house, and we're going to potentially make the biggest decision in our block future.
3, 2, 1. For the first time this season, toes down.
Hey. What's up, bro?
Good work. Looks good. Looks good.
Good work, man.
Oh, thanks, Tiff.
Well done, looks amazing.
It does.
Thank Christ, it's over.
I hope that the work that me and Emmett put in this week proved to the fans and to NZ that we are willing to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, we won't hurt people, but what we'd probably do is manipulate them to ensure that we get gains.
Yep.
Taking out this week's boys versus girls super judging will mean landing combined knockout blows on our hard-hitting style pugilists. Interior designer, innovator behind furniture and design outfit FMD, and ex-real estate agent Fiona McLeod. And the brains behind Ponsonby Central, award-winning architect and founder of Paul Izzard Design, Paul Izzard.
I'm hoping the judges will be impressed with the style, the way it's all fit together.
We leave a room that was completed quietly optimistic.
We are so proud of what we put together, and yeah, bring on the judges' comments.
There's a lot more on the line today than just a room win. Sam and Emmett, or Emma and Courtney, will have to decide if they're going to take another block team's house. And the pressure's building.
We walk in for our first ever judging, and I have never been this nervous in my life.
Oh, I'm sweating. Same. When I get nervous, I get all hot. I'm stress winning.
Are you guys nervous that everyone's going to hate you when you swap houses with them?
Nah, but the luck's the drama.
What if you have no friends on the block? We wonder why.
Here to win, mate. Yeah.
God, there was so much tension in it. Yeah, if I had plucked it, it would have been a high E on a guitar string.
Well, well, well. First room reveal, eh? How you feeling?
Nervous, bro.
Nervous? It's been a real roller coaster of a week, and there's been twists and turns the whole way along, but you made it, so well done. Now, you recall I told you that getting a good score here today is crucial, because you're not just playing for yourselves. It's boys versus girls, isn't it? Don't want to let your teammates down, do you? So I hope you've given it your best shot, and the time has arrived where all you can do is just surrender yourselves into the hands of our judges for the very first time. The time has arrived where all you can do is just surrender yourselves into the hands of our judges for the very first time.
Oh, mate, nervous.
Yeah, I'm quite nervous, eh? Yeah, we just don't know how to calibrate what the judges are thinking. We don't know what their styles are, we don't know what they like, what they dislike, so we're kind of, blind.
There can be only two winners, the boys or the girls. And those winners will receive a whopping $10,000 cash to go to their budget, thanks to our mates at A&P. Who's ready to be judged for the very first time?
Well, get it over and done with, man.
Okay. Well, you guys can wait then, and we'll start with Nikki and Tim.
It didn't take long for party girl Nikki and goody two-shoes Tim to move ahead of the pack.
We put our builders straight to work. There's no mucking around on the block. We've got a deadline and we need to get stuff done. Yep.
Nikki's willingness to learn as much as she can from her tradies paid early dividends.
Awesome. All right, you guys can go home. I've got this.
But the girls butted heads with roommate Dills time and time again.
Yeah, just bloody vacuumed in here, Junior.
Nikki seemed to be spending an awful lot of time with her builder.
Yes.
Distraction didn't stop this reno machine getting the job done. And the biggest lingering question in their minds is their challenging tribal theme.
Oh, thanks, Tiff. Well done, looks amazing. Because we don't know who the judges are coming into the first room reveal, we are feeling a bit unsure about which way it could get scored.
I'm confident that we've done our best, but who knows what the judges think.
Here we go.
Actually quite tasteful.
Yes, isn't it?
Actually, it's impressive that they've come up with a theme like this. It's sort of earthy, tribal theme going on.
Moroccan theme, aren't they, with the artwork, the sculpture. And it's tied in quite well with the colours and the rug, hasn't it?
This is a very warm and inviting space.
It is, isn't it? Warm is the word. It's a lovely ambiance, doesn't it?
Very clever use of neutrals, but still adding a bit of pop colour. I like that.
First impressions of your living room were, they loved the sophisticated tribal theme. It was a daring choice, which could have gone horribly wrong.
Is that a textured wallpaper there, or is that a paint effect? Oh.
Yeah, it's actually, I really like it. It's so subtle.
It's almost like a skin print or something. Again, with that ethnic Moroccan sort of theme, it works in well. It softens it, doesn't it?
Texture.
Yeah,
They're all
good.
about that.
They liked your use of colour. The subtle textured wallpaper was also a nice feature.
I think they've done a really nice choice of furniture here. I think the brown leather, the dark stained coffee table, the brass is lovely, very on point.
Very on trend.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind a set myself.
They said the leather sofa really tied the room together, and both Fiona and Paul wanted to take your wooden coffee tables home with them.
We're really happy to hear that Fiona loved our coffee tables. We'd actually put a side table of the same range beside the coffee table to make it bigger and better for the space, so we're really glad that she loved them.
The one thing that possibly lets the room down a little bit for me are the window treatments.
Yeah.
I feel they're a little bit cold and perhaps a little bit unconsidered.
But Paul said the window treatment
needed to be more substantial.
What I love the most about this styling is it's not matchy-matchy, yet it's all cohesive. They've used a lot of textures. I think that's what actually makes it look a bit more sophisticated.
And it's got a nice quality feel about it, doesn't it?
Yes, it's got some good taste.
Overall, the judges said you nailed the styling. The layout was clever, and you have a good eye for accessories. Fabulous.
Yay.
That's what the judges said. I didn't say fabulous. Fabulous. Well done.
For a first week, an 8's a really good score.
Yeah.
But without hearing everyone else's scores, we're not going to get too excited just yet.
Nikki and Tiff get an 8, and obviously we're super excited about this, being boys versus girls. Great start to Teen Girls.
Heck of a start, eh? Heck of a start. All right, you guys, on to your roommates. Dills and Dills in the dining room.
Builder Dills and his best mate and apprentice, Dills, came into the competition with a lot of confidence. But things just didn't go right from the start. A plan to share Sam and Emmett's plasterer ended up costing them money and time.
Got some bad news. The stopper has stopped calling back.
Oh no.
And their blasé attitude towards the rules and the shared space rubbed the girls the wrong way.
This morning we got woken up about 5 o'clock.
I was a bit shocked to hear builders and power tools.
It was an honest mistake, and we are sorry to the rest of the teams.
But an all-nighter hand sand in their dining room got them back on track. And Dills was able to express his inner interior designer.
They are cool, eh? See, I like these, bro. I like that cascading, bro.
Revealing that these builders from the Mount might have what it takes to take home the big prize.
Bang! What's up, babe?
Ooh, that looks delicious.
Stars dining room, huh?
The initial concept was to have modern yet rustic, but we've sort of adapted and overcome to sort of felt our way through it and added things, and it's quite family orientated. It's really homely. I walk into our space and I feel like it's home.
I reckon the judges are going to be blown away, to be honest. I don't think they're going to be expecting this coming from, us boys.
So the concrete floor, that's quite an achievement on your own, isn't it? That's quite a messy job, quite a difficult thing to do.
There would have been a lot of dust going on in this room, that's for sure.
And the other contestants would have been enjoying that, no doubt.
I think that the floor has made the room.
First impression was the concrete floor was a brave choice, and it gave the room some cool factor.
The wallpaper feature, it's obviously trying to recreate a timber look in a wallpaper.
It's clever.
It is clever. It's warm, it's interesting.
And the lighting above them, that's impressive. That's a cheeky little addition.
The greenery inside there is good.
The wood patterned wallpaper was a clever feature, and the recesses helped make the room feel larger.
Fabulous light. Definitely love the light.
Yeah, the Edison light bulbs are on point, aren't they? They create a lovely ambience for a room.
Fiona loved the light over the dining table and said the black and the brass are really on trend. Nice work, guys.
There's an elephant in the room, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a large table for a small space.
It's too large, and they've obviously had a problem space planning that because they've slammed it straight into the kitchen bench. How does that person get out? Do they need 6 people all the time?
They liked your choice of dining table, but felt it was too large for the proportions of the room.
Pet hate, diamond cushions.
Diamond cushions, yeah, that's certainly your
Don't do diamond cushions. Can I mess them up?
Now you pointed out, yeah, they perhaps give them a pointer there.
Cute though.
Yeah.
Overall, the judges thought you'd done well, and it was a tasteful and creative use of a small space. All of the elements weren't far off the mark, but next time, please, don't have the points of your cushions pointing upwards.
Polos with a point, I didn't realise they were. It messed with the feng shui or whatever it is. I don't know. But now I do, so I will never, ever point a cushion with a corner upwards.
You guys ready?
Get it over and done with, man.
What do you think?
Not happy with that, really.
Yeah. Really? Thought you might get more than that?
I would have liked more than that. We were hoping for a 7 or an 8. 6 was a little bit of a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, definitely.
So to speak.
Big gut wrenching, eh?
Yeah.
Looks like our judges are going to be hard to please. So let's head upstairs to Emma and Courtney's master bedroom. You guys ready?
We didn't finish to our expectations. No. I feel sick to my stomach.
Let's head upstairs to Emma and Courtney's master bedroom. You guys ready?
Emma and Courtney are DIY newbies, and it showed.
Building knowledge is 1 out of 10. Yeah.
But they had a plan. Hire 6 tradies.
Nice to meet you. Courtney. Hi, nice to meet you.
And for everything else, Sam and Emmett could do that.
Head of it just there, thanks.
But despite the big spend, a tight control of the budget get them on track, and they started showing some real DIY skills.
We're so excited to finally get stuck in and actually start doing a room.
With a handle on the room, Emma started to show a flair for the game, playing with Dills over whether or not she'd steal his house.
I saw this look that thought, maybe she'll actually take it.
But left to her own, and with time counting down, her lack of basic DIY abilities may have let the team down.
I hope the judges feel a nice, calm and luxurious room, a relaxing retreat that you never want to leave. I'm a wee bit nervous about how we're going to go, just because we didn't have a few finishing touches that we'd like to have done, but fingers crossed.
Oh, no door handle.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. You'll be locked in the bedroom.
I think they found a great balance between masculine and feminine for a master room. Clever use of textures, always looking for that. We've got the softness in the fur, the masculine leather, and the nice crisp linen.
Yep.
And then they've sharpened it up with the geometric duvet cover as well. Very impressive.
The judges' first impression was that it was a very pleasant, comfortable, and inviting space.
I like the cheeky, non-matching lights.
On point with the brass and the marble on the bedside light.
Tying in with the furniture handles and legs.
You're on point with the lighting, and Fiona loved the non-conforming, asymmetrical way you set the lights up. But she thought the light switch should have been black and closer to the bed.
So position of light switches is one of my pet peeves, or...
I can tell.
Yeah. Oh, just pop them down here where you can't see them. It really is ruining the entire corner. Where does this lead to? Oh.
Possibly having hardware issues all round, I think.
It's good to know what the judges are thinking and how we can improve or do things better. But there's all those little things like door stop, door handles may cost us.
Not a great fan of mirrors on wardrobe doors, although they are practical.
They are practical. It's a modern approach.
Oh, this is good. You've got... Oh, hang on.
It's like they're running out of time there, yeah.
Paul liked the large wardrobe, which he said will be great for storage once it's finished inside. They thought the choice of furnishings was spot on, apart from the dishes on the bedside table.
Lighting, etc.
Possibly for the false teeth, or...
Hopefully not an ashtray. Smoking in bed's out, isn't it?
It's not good at all.
But no, I like it. Good feel to it.
Yeah, it's a good room.
Overall, the judges were very impressed with the room. It was a job well done. Fiona said it was a good first effort, but did not play so safe next time.
Currently, I'm really disappointed in myself, basically. But I still love the room. It still is the vision we had, but the score of 5, it's only just a pass.
Maybe playing safe is not how you win this competition. We should have to wait and see. Finally, downstairs.
It's up to Sam and Emmett to win it for the boys. Sam and Emmett's humour quickly shone through, but their clownish nature brought concerns that they were out of their depth.
We don't know what's happening today, do we? We've got dead set no idea.
With no ideas of their own, the pair relied on their builder to come up with the reno plan.
The shelves we in the set look nicer.
We know that these blokes are going to put in some hard yakka for us.
And when it came to shopping, Sam and Emmett battled indecision and wasted valuable time.
I'll be here until I get the paper that I need.
While Dills and Dills overcame the mistake with the plasterer, Sam and Emmett got further and further behind as they struggled with a monumentally complex painting job.
Do you know how long these top coats take to dry, Sam?
I have no idea.
But a strong showing in the safe challenge meant that the nice guys of the block have the opportunity to steal another team's house. And if the judges agree with their bold colour and design choices, they could be in a very powerful position.
Thank Christ, it's over.
When I walk into the guest room, the way it was designed, I think it actually looks better than what I did on paper, and I didn't think it was actually going to end up that good, to be honest. Yeah, we smashed it.
Yeah, I'm proud of us.
Oh.
Hey, the bedroom. Here we are.
I'm hoping for a wow from the judges when they walk through into our guest room. Not like an ooh or a, or a ooh. No, I want them to go, ooh, wow. They haven't seen it before, it's different, it's bold, it's
colour.
Yeah, it's colour,
I haven't used this colour, but Sam and Emmett.
Get some colour into the block.
Colour.
In the bedroom. I feel like I'm underwater.
First impressions were that the choice of colour made them feel like they were drowning underwater. Uh-oh.
It's a little dated.
A little bit dated and finished poorly as well.
Yeah, it's hard to cut in with the bright colour, isn't it?
Plasterwork's not great either, so they've obviously struggled there. And that blue colour's obviously not doing them any favours because it's making all that a lot more apparent, isn't it?
The blue on the switches down there even.
The finishing was really poor, and you made it hard on yourselves with the strong blue and the white scotias.
The choice of wallpaper in this particular environment doesn't flow.
It is fighting the rest of the room style, isn't it?
This isn't initially going that well, is it?
It doesn't sound like it, no.
Let's talk about the bed. The bed is a nice bed.
The bed is a nice bed, yeah.
It's a little bit wrinkly.
They could have done a bit of ironing, couldn't they, possibly? Carpet.
No vacuuming.
Carpet choice, no vacuuming again, yeah.
They have tried the complementary colours with the yellow and the blue, which kudos to them for that, although that's probably a little bit more in the 90s.
Definitely, it's unbalanced.
The squab was a nice pop of colour, but the choice of the wallpaper combined with the blue walls made the room feel dated.
Overall impression, we're fully immersed in the colour.
The colour's taking over and it's letting them down.
They got that just so wrong. There's nothing to say about that. It's giving me a headache. It actually is.
Yep.
Overall, the room suffered from poor colour choices and poor execution. Not too many hits there, unfortunately.
No, just the swab.
Not great.
No. We put a lot of heart and soul into this room. We gave the first week of the block a good go, but we just missed the brief, and yeah, fair enough. Life's a garden,
You've got to do it.
You got a ticket.
Right, let's hope that I don't have to take a point off those scores already, because if you remember, I said that if anyone goes over budget this week, I will dock them a point at room reveal. Well, I've tallied up the figures, and you've all come up under budget.
Yay.
A long way under budget, actually. Well done, great start. All right, who wants to find out who wins the Boys vs Girls Challenge and who walks away with that $10,000 from AMP?
$10,000 on the line, it'd be wicked if we could come away with that, us boys. Would...
Yeah, that'd be wicked, you know.
Team Girls is looking pretty good at the moment, but we have no idea how Paul's going to score us. Could go either way.
The suspense. Two judges can feel completely different about a space. It's not just because one judge likes it doesn't mean the other one's necessarily going to like it.
It's anyone's game, and everyone is a threat.
All right, who wants to find out who wins the Boys vs Girls Challenge and who walks away with that $10,000 from AMP?
Yeah, I can't keep still. Yeah. It's horrible.
If we win this prize, the money is going to be a huge help.
So the winners of the first room, the Girls vs Boys Challenge, and the winners of $10,000 from mates at AMP is a landslide to the girls.
We are absolutely stoked to take out the first room reveal by so much.
Great start to Team Girls.
Sam and Emmett. I guess you guys, after that first 2.5, it was always on the cards, wasn't it?
Yes.
Pretty gutted, man.
Yeah, untold gutted. $5,000 each.
Yeah.
So 10 grand as a whole. Could have really changed things up when it came down to the wire.
The teams have been told the winners of this week's room challenge will get $10,000. But there's a twist.
Nikki and Tiff, because you guys got the highest total, you can decide how much of that $10,000 cash from AMP you want to share with Ember and Courtney.
Now?
Do we decide right now?
We'll split it evenly.
We worked really well together this week. We really enjoyed working with the girls. We had a great time, so we're totally happy to share it together.
Thank you so much.
Let's hope that extra $5,000, which you could have taken today, does not come back to bite you at a later stage. All right, we've got one more piece of business, something positive for you two. I have here a set of keys and a padlock, because you won the Safe as Houses challenge, didn't you?
We did.
And by virtue of winning that challenge, you have the choice of the keys or the padlock. If you choose the keys, you can swap houses with any other team on the block.
You got an option of swapping your house to someone else, and it's huge. It's a huge game changer.
If you choose the AMP padlock,
your house is safe, it's locked up, but because they came second in the challenge, Emma and Courtney get the keys. What's it going to be?
I'm really hoping that the boys want to keep their house. Dills and Dills have talked about our house being their first choice, so in the back of our minds we're thinking, will they take our house?
We're pretty worried because Emmett and Sam have been going on and on about it all week about stealing our house.
Yeah, so we've done a bit of research, found out some special things about some houses.
So you've been snooping around, haven't you?
A little bit. Actually quite a bit, yeah.
I start shaking because I really don't want to lose our house.
And I think we've come to our conclusion.
98% sure they're going to take our house.
For me. Yeah, they've been saying it all week, haven't they?
Yeah.
So losing our house.
Yeah, we're losing our house.
We don't want any hard feelings, and we're here to win and not here to muck around.
Bang on, this is a competition. Do you want the keys?
Nah, we don't want the padlock.
Nah, padlock, please. Yeah.
Come on, then.
Okay. You get it.
Thanks.
so stressed out right now. We're a little bit relieved that the boys want to keep their house. It means our house is still safe.
I was a little bit surprised.
If they took the keys, it would have definitely been our house.
Yeah, it's the only one with a view.
I thought that you guys were going to take the Dills' house 3. I really did. Right. So Emma and Courtney, you came second in the challenge, so you can now choose to take the keys.
Nah, we think Emma and Courtney wouldn't take the keys. I think they were pretty happy with their house.
If you guys accept these keys, you can take one of the other houses.
All through the week, Emma and Courtney had not made any indication they didn't like their house or that they liked any other house better.
It's your decision to make now. Do you want the keys?
I feel sick to my stomach.
Yes, please. Yes.
You want the keys?
Yes.
You beauty. Better come and get them.
Drama.
Girls.
Oh. That was a complete surprise. You know, we were just, what?
Yeah.
Completely gobsmacked.
I actually dreamed of this day happening on the block. It's taken 5 seasons, but we're finally there. You are going to swap houses with someone.
I can just feel the tension in the air.
It's definitely a shock to know that they wanted to swap.
I definitely think we're being underestimated.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's
a competition.
Right. Whose house are you taking?
Not an easy decision.
we would like to take house.
Tomorrow night, Emma and Courtney make a ruthless decision.
It's a selfish move, and we don't expect you not to take it personally.
The teams work in their houses for the first time. As the block gets serious.
Survival of the fittest now, mate.
That's it. Looking out for our number one, which is us.